I want to talk to you just a few minutes on the reason we're here. If it wasn't for Christ, and I know we call this Good Friday, but you can go back through history and figure all this stuff out. It probably happened more than likely on what we know as Thursday, and how it transpondered and went through the hours. If you count all that, I'm not technical. I'm just glad it happened. Amen. I don't know the exact hour. I'm just glad it happened. And if you got your Bibles there, Matthew 19, very familiar scripture. And to me it's odd, but I don't know why God wants me to read this. It says, when his disciples heard it, they were exceedingly amazed, saying, who then can be saved? But Jesus beheld them, and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Amen. That's all I'm going to read tonight, and talk to you just for a few minutes, and then I'll return the service back to Brother Jason. We'll go into the further part of the service. But I was thinking there yesterday and last night. I didn't sleep well at all last night, and just laying there probably 3 or 4 o'clock this morning, and just a couple of hours, and I got thinking about, and I preached this a little here a while back, but I got thinking about, and I'm not saying Jesus wasn't in the Old Testament, but there is, as you come through the Old Testament, you see types and shadows, and I see that I was thinking about Joseph and how he was sold down into Egypt at the age of 17 and stayed there in Potiphar's house approximately about 11 years and then was put in prison and stayed in there for a couple of years at least, and then was brought out of prison, and how he was made right under Pharaoh, and how Pharaoh put him in control there, and it went probably another good 7 years of good years, and then 2 years of bad years there. So he was somewhere around 39 years old when his brothers actually came down the first time to Egypt to get corn, and he recognized them just soon as he seen them. He recognized them, but he had to go through this motion, I guess, and he restrained. You remember Simon when he sent them back, and he sent the money back in the sacks with them, and then that corn run out, and Joseph said, don't you come back here unless you bring that younger brother. See, that Benjamin was his full-blooded brother, and he wanted to see him, wanted to see what daddy was like, and said, don't you come back without him. Well, corn finally run out, and they came back, and Judah finally compelled old Jacob to let him come. Amen. And brother, I just got to land there last night, and do y'all remember where Jesus come through? He come through the tribe of Judah. Amen. And Judah compelled the father to let him go, and he went, and then you know the story how he let him go and put that cup in Benjamin's sack, and they went out and overtook him and brought him back, and finally, made a long story short, he couldn't hold it back any longer, and he told them who he was, and told them that he was Joseph, who they sold off down there. And then Pharaoh heard about it, and Pharaoh sent a bunch of wagons out there and a bunch of pavilions, said, go get your daddy and bring him down here. And brother, when they got back over there in the land of Canaan, they pulled up yonder, and they began to tell old Jacob, amen, about Joseph was alive. He said, that's impossible. It's no way. It's no way that boy's alive. After 20-some years that I went without him, brother, there ain't no way that he's alive. And then they got to bringing them wagons around there, and they got to realize that old Jacob did. Them wagons didn't come from Canaan, and brother, they had to come from Egypt. And brother, he got excited, brother Jacob, Jason, and they said, we're going to go see my boy. He's alive. Amen. I seen him jump up on one of them wagons and say, y'all boys, get your family. Let's get together. We got to go hurry. I want to go see my boy. He's alive. I hadn't seen him in 20-some years, and I really thought Brother Davy was dead. But reality is, he's alive. Amen. So they got down yonder, and you know the story, how he abode there with him many years, and then he died. And now we come over into the New Testament, pretty much same scenario, and we see Jesus, and he was born and lived 33 and some odd years here on this earth, and his mind was set
when he come down here. He was, somebody said he was he looking to be a hero? He was looking at you and I, amen. And so he was looking at. And brother, that night at yonder in the Garden of Gethsemane, when he stood out yonder and he went with his disciples and they stayed here and he took 3 more with him and he said, y'all pray. And brother, they began to sit there and pray, but it was way up in the night and brother, they fell asleep. Jesus came back, amen, 3 times and called them asleep and said, sleep on now. He said, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of the sinners. And then they come and they took him and they stripped him, brother. I don't know what all took place in that down yonder in the judgment, hallelujah. But I'm glad he done it for me. I'm glad he done it for you, amen. Brother, it looked like it was impossible. See, over into the book, over there in Revelation 5, when John stood there and he looked at this book and it was sealed. On the backside was 7 seals. And he heard a cry say, who's worthy to come? And brother, they searched the heavens and the earth and beneath the earth. And it was impossible to find somebody. John said, I went much. But all of a sudden there was an elder come back there and said, John, said, weep not, look at yonder. The Lamb has prevailed, amen. Brother, we ought to be running all over this river tonight. Amen. So they said, why? He's alive today. In our soul, he's alive. Amen.
Bless the Lord, brother.
Brother,
Yes,
you
alive.
know how he come down?
Thank you, Jesus.
You know, I don't know if I could have lived with knowing what was coming. And as Brother Jason said, I don't know if God knew exactly how he was going to feel.
Yeah.
I don't know if God really thought that they would do to his son what they really done to his son. I mean, he was being unmercifully. You see, the Romans was, if you study that, and I won't get into all of that tonight, I will say this. The Romans had a law that you couldn't, amen, whoop a man 40 times because it was always proven that he killed him. And they hit him 40 times, spared 1, which was 39 times. It looked like it was impossible. Jason said the front of the service, he walked that impossible mile up through there. Amen. He took our sins upon him, not in him. He took them upon him. So let me ask you this question. Brother Jason talking about right now, write that list out and that condemnation, what he felt like, brother. Amen. And I felt the same condemnation. Oh, I never drunk. I never smoked dope, but I had the same condemnation. What do you think you felt like? And the millions and the trillions of people that has ever or will be born on earth, Jesus took their sins upon him. It ain't no wonder it was the impossible mile. But thank God reality set in when he hit that hill. And he was looking, the Bible said his face, amen, was looking to Calvary. And God, I'm so thankful tonight. And he hung there. Oh, they got in an argument this week at work. How long he hung on the cross and what time it started. I said, boys, that's immaterial. Amen, that's immaterial. The greatest thing is he did it for you and he did it for me. Amen. And he hung there and I preached a message. Actually, a year ago tonight, I was over in Castlewood preaching a Friday night, Good Friday service. And I preached a message speaking about that Roman soldier and the view that he had of him. And you know how he hung there so long on the cross. You know, I didn't understand this to hear the man that was a medical doctor like explain it. He didn't raise his body up after they put him on the cross to get his breath. He had to raise up to push the air out. And they say that's what COPD is. You get air in you and you can't get it out. They say it's worse getting in your lungs and filling them up and you can't push it out. They say it's more anguish. Amen. That's why they hung on the cross like they did. But amen, he hung there. And all of that accusations and ridicule and all of them carrying on there in front of the cross. And he was thinking of one thing. Somebody said, "Hey, what he was thinking of?" I know one thing he was thinking of. March of 1982, when he looked way down through the ages of time, he saw me, a 13-year-old boy, sitting in an old church about half this size without him. That's what he was looking at, Brother Jack. I want to tell you the greatest part here just in a minute. And they took let's look at this right quick. You don't know and I don't know, but I'm going to speculate tonight. Amen. Just for a moment. Amen. The angels of heaven has never seen what they saw. Amen. When they was up there, the 4 and 20 elders, they had never saw. Amen. What Jesus went through until he went through it. The 4 beasts, they never saw what he went through. Even God had never saw before in his life, in the time of his life that he went through. It looked impossible that they could feed a man and just leave a human flesh and corpse laying out there like it wasn't nothing. They carried him and he was dead. Amen. They put him in that tomb. Amen. And I don't know what the angels was doing. Brother Clyde, amen, while he was there. But they was 2 of them dispatched down out of heaven early that morning. And God said, go down yonder and roll that stone away. Amen. And I believe why them 2 come down. The rest of them got over there at the bow, amen, of heaven. And no, they was a watching. And all of a sudden, amen, right at the break of day, here comes the Son of Man walking out of that grave, amen. And I believe the angels began to look at the Father and say, he's alive, he's alive, your son's alive. And the 4 and the 20 elders, they said he's alive. And them 4 beasts, that's what they looked like. It said they had eyes within, 6 wings, and they flew all over heaven. And I believe they landed and looked down yonder and saw and looked at the Father and said, he's alive. And they began to fly. Holy, 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 hallelujah. Lord God Almighty, which is, which was, and is to come. Amen.
Yeah, bless the Lord.
When the impossible becomes reality. Amen. Somebody said, what's he going to do for us? Well, they set the wagons to get Jacob. God put us in the cloud to get his people.
That's right, man. That's right.
Amen. Somebody said, I won't believe it. Well, you can stay here as long as you want to. I'm getting ready to go see God. Amen.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go see the Son, the man that landed and died. I wasn't worthy of this, folks. Honestly, I wasn't. I pulled in that parking lot tonight. I'm going to sit down here just a minute. I pulled in that parking lot. You know what the devil told me? He said, you're not worthy to go in that church. I said, devil, have you ever told me anything that's the truth? You told me the truth.
Right.
But God made me worthy through his blood, Jesus Christ. Amen. I'm not sure how Brother Jason carries out the sacrament service, but it talks about over there in Corinthians chapter number 11. And Paul began to talk about, amen, you eat and drink of this unworthily. He said, you eateth and drink of damnation to your own soul. Somebody said, preacher, I'm not worthy to drink that juice. I'm not worthy to eat that unleavened bread. Only thing that makes us worthy is the blood of Jesus. Amen. Amen. It ain't what we done in here. It's what he did at Calvary. And he could have died. And they could have been here. But if he hadn't got out of that grave, amen, on his own accord, it wouldn't no need pouring juice in a glass and a little cracker in a pan. It'd have been over. But thank God he's alive today. And brother, the best is yet to come. Amen. Amen. Brother, I'm wore out. It's your turn. Amen. Brother, let's give the service to you. Somebody said it's too impossible. It is with you and I. But thank God. I don't know what God, honestly, the Bible said that he turned his back. And the last words I hear them record of Jesus is Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani.
Yeah.
Which is to say, my God, why is thou? I can stand in this pulpit tonight and tell you that Jesus has said, forsaken me. Preacher, I left him. I didn't feel him no more. You left him.
That's right.
I didn't leave you. And brother, he didn't suffer for it. He said, he told the Father, he said, all that you gave me, I keep.
Yeah.
Except that one. And brother, that it was to be fulfilled. I don't understand this stuff, a lot of it. I don't. I ain't some scholar to tell you, but I don't. I told a man the other day, I said, brother, I don't have to understand it.
No.
God made the plan. I'm just in the plan. Amen. He's the one that defines it. I'm just part of it. I don't have to understand it. If I could understand it, I'd be God. But there ain't none other than him. I preached at the church the other day. Amen. Whatever you need. He told Moses, said, you go down yonder and tell them that I am sending thee down here. He's the I am. Amen. Whatever you need, that's what He'll be for you today. Amen.
What a joy it is to